Well, hello guys and welcome to Mr. Web Reviews, and today we are going to build a complete print shop like VistaPrint from scratch. So it doesn't matter if you don't have any web designing skills or prior experience. This tutorial is designed for complete beginners so that anyone can follow along very easily. So this is a complete step-by-step tutorial from start to finish. So let me show you how beautiful this website is and how by the end of this video you too can achieve the exact same results. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to build a print shop online like VistaPrint with a beautiful hero section like this one with a big headline, a call to action, a lovely picture. You can have your main categories here, main products like business cards, DL flyers, A5 flyers, and some featured products underneath it. You can have our special offer right here with a call to action, and I'm going to show you how to create a coupon code as well. And then you can have your stationery essentials like complement slips, letterheads, notepads, and stationery bundle. And then you'll have your social proof. You'll have your customers' testimonials here and where you've been featured in, and our footer section. And also, I'm going to show you how to create beautiful product page where people and your visitors will be able to navigate very easily. They can select 1000 in 3 days delivery. They can select if they need artwork done or not, yes or no. It will be added to the total automatically, and then they can just process to checkout. And of course, I'm going to show you how to create an about us page, a contact page, and how to set up your checkout process and your Woocommerce installation. So as you can see, this website is very professional looking and optimized for the printing industry, where your visitors can easily select their products and different options like quantities, turnaround time, artwork design, and so on. So let's wait no further and let's start building your online print shop. Okay, so step number one is to get your domain name and web hosting. So to get a domain name and web hosting, just click on the very first link in the description, or go to Mr. Web Reviews. So go on to my website here, Mr. Web Reviews, and you can click on this link here, hosting. And this will bring you automatically to this page. So this is a special co-branded page. Let me zoom in a little bit. There you go. A special co-branded page that I have with Hostinger. So Hostinger is where I host all my website because they're fast, affordable, and reliable. And they have excellent round-the-clock customer support as well. Because when it comes to hosting, of course, you can understand support is crucially important. And by using the link in the description, you'll have access to a massive discount on your hosting, as you can see, up to 90% here. But not only that, on top of that, if you use that link, you'll be able to use an additional promo code, which I'll explain in a minute. So we have the single hosting plan here, which is for one website only, as you can see. So if you're planning to host only one website, or maybe just trying things out, then this would be absolutely fine. Now you can always upgrade from one to the other anyways, you know, later on down the line. So what else? Oh yeah, as you can see here, they all offer free SSL certificate, all these plans. So what is an SSL certificate? Basically, it's the padlock here in your address bar that shows that your website is secure and safe to purchase from. So this is free with all plans as well. So one thing you don't get with the single plan is the free domain name registration. So that's $8.99 that you'll have to pay with this plan that you want with the other two, because this one is included in it for free domain name, $8.99. So if you factor that in already, it looks like the premium plan at $199 is already more advantageous. But again, if you're just trying things out and you don't want to spend too much money, the single plan is fine. Now bear in mind, the single plan is limited to 100 gig of bandwidth, as you can see here. So if you're planning to get a good bit of traffic and don't want to worry about limitations regarding bandwidth, you might want to select the premium plan. This might definitely be your best option here. Now, what's the difference between premium and business? It's basically the storage space here. As you can see, 20 gig, we go to a whopping 100 gig, and the amount of visits from 25,000 monthly visits to 100,000 monthly visits. So now let's go ahead with the premium plan. So from here you have to select your billing cycle. So again, as you just trying, if you're just trying things out, you can select this one here, which would cost you $10.19. Let's go here at the bottom because there's a setup fee as well added to this one. If it's monthly, there's an extra $4.99, which would plus taxes. So those prices are before tax plus tax, which will bring the total to $18.67. Or you can choose 12 months, so a full year, which would cost you $71. So $71. So normally you would think if you go for 2 years, select the 2 years, it would cost you $140, so twice this amount. No, not at all. It's only $90. So you're saving a big chunk of money here, you know, if you go for 24 months. So instead of 71 for basically an extra $19, you can get 2 years. And now you would think that 90 times 2, 180 would be 48 months. No, for just an extra $5, you can get 48 months in total. So you go from $71 for a year to $95 for 4 years. So now again, it's really up to you. I cannot tell you which one to choose. You can select 1 month. If you decide just the 1 month, it's fine. Or 12 months, 24 or 48. I personally would choose this one personally. It looks like the best value here, but again, it's up to you. So let's go ahead with this one for now. We'll go for just the 1 year. So as you can see, if we scroll down, you're offered with different payment methods. So you can use credit cards, PayPal, coin payments. So this is like the Bitcoins and all that, and Google Pay. Now, as you can see, because this is a co-branded page that I have with Hostinger, you're getting a whopping $50 discount, which is 41% on this one. Now, on top of that, as I mentioned earlier on, I'm going to give you a coupon code now that gives you an additional 7% discount on this amount. So if you click on this now, have a coupon code? Yes, we do. Click on this and type in all in capital letters, Mr. MR Web Reviews. And then click the plus sign here. So we were at $88 and you saved an extra 7% again on top now. So that's it. All in, very, very advantageous indeed. So let's go ahead and click submit payment. So I selected PayPal now and submit payment. And we'll be redirected to the PayPal payment page, which is there. So from here on, you can obviously just click on PayPal checkout, enter all your details and go through the whole checkout process. And once you've gone through the whole checkout process, you receive a confirmation email from Hostinger, and you'll have a link in that email. You click on that link and this will bring you to this welcome message on your admin panel. So from here, we're prompted to set up our premium shared hosting and SSL certificate activation. And we can claim our free domain as well. So let's go ahead with this. Let's set up this premium access now. So welcome to Hostinger. So start now. So claim your free domain, buy a domain, or use an existing domain. So let's claim our new domain. And we can have .online, .shop, .tech, .com, .website, .space. So plenty of different options here. Well, let's try a .com. So it could be your domain name.com or theprintworks.com or theprintshop.com or whatever you wish to be that represents your business the best. And I'm going to try Mr. Web Reviews Tutorials. Why not? And then search. Hopefully it's available. It is actually. So let's continue. And build a new website. Or do you want to migrate my website? I'm going to skip. I will start from scratch. And let's finish. Okay. So this is initializing the setup. So please wait. It can take up to 3 minutes. So let's be patient. So complete domain mrwebreviewstutorials.com registration. So I need to fill out our details here. So I'm registered as a limited company, so let's go ahead with this. Enter contact details, so David Garay, company, 7175 Shelton Street, City of London. The country would be United Kingdom. Choose an option. So this is London. KLL. There you go. And the postal code WC2H9JQ. And I've finished the registration now. So again, initializing setup. So your website is ready. Very good. So manage your site. So let's click on this. It's pretty simple, isn't it? Step by step. So as you can see here, this is our dashboard. We have a hosting plan premium. The server is based in the Netherlands. This is the IP. My domain name is mrwebreviewstutorials.com. Web server light speed. And here we have order, accounts, email, domain, website, files, database, advanced, and other. So I suppose if you want to install our website, we have the auto installer. So what are we going to install? We're going to install WordPress with Woocommerce. Let's go with a simple WordPress installation for now. So we're going to install it in the, yes, okay, in the root folder. So don't need anything here. Perfect. So admin name. So we're going to create some credentials here. So I'm gonna okay, create a database and everything. Yeah, update only, always update. I'm gonna put Mr. Web Reviews Tutorials. Install. So there you go. So we have our WordPress installed now. And now that our WordPress installation is complete, let's go and set up an email address linked to your account. So as you can see, you have the name at yourdomainname.com. So in our instance, here's at mrwebreviewtutorials.com. So it could be whatever you wish. It could be info at, or accounts at, hello at, whichever. So let's go with info at, and then type in your password. There you go. And all you have to do after that is simply click create. And there you go. Your email address is ready now. info@yourdomainname.com, which you can use on your website as a professional looking email address linked to your domain name. Okay, already all set now with those settings. So now we can access our WordPress dashboard. And for this, you click on dashboard. You go on dashboard here again, and then edit website. And this will bring us to our WordPress dashboard. Okay guys, so welcome to our WordPress dashboard. So first thing first, let's do a bit of cleaning up here. So we can close this tab, we won't need it. And then you can close these as well. It is great to have a clean working environment. So this is tab number 1. And then we go into plugins. And you can see here Askimet and Hello Dolly. We won't need those two, so you can tick them both. Go into bulk action, delete and apply. And then OK. And as you can see with Hostinger, they install a Lightspeed caching plugin by default, and we want to deactivate that as we are working on the website, because we want to see every changes that we make in the backend. We want them to reflect immediately in the front end. So for the time being, just click deactivate. And when we'll be ready to publish your website, you can reactivate it again. And then one more plugin we're going to add now. So we're going to click on add new. Next, we're going to start adding a few plugins. So we're going to click on add new. And the first one we're going to install is a maintenance plugin. So basically, we're going to select this one, maintenance page with over 500 plus active installation. So basically, what's the maintenance plugin? If someone goes on your website at the moment, so let me show you, open a new tab, they will see this page. It's not that nice and good looking, but we'll take care of this after anyways. But they will see this page if they go on your website. If they type in mrwebtutorials.com or yourdomainnames.com, they will land on this page. So you don't want people to access your website as you are working on it, obviously, you know, while it's under construction. So what you what you do simply is just to click on this maintenance plugin from Web Factory Limited, click install. There you go, and now activate this. And if you go in the maintenance page here, you can see there's an added tab in your menu section here. So click on that. And as you can see, our maintenance mode is on. So what does that mean? Again, let's go back to our website. So if you are logged in as an admin, like we are at the moment, and you go into here and then hit refresh, you can see that we can access our website. Now if I copy and paste this and go into a incognito page and I type this, anyone else from the outside world, if they try to access your website, that's what they'll see. So Mr. Web Reviews, maintenance mode is on. So basically you keep your privacy. So next, let's go back to our plugins now, add new. So the next plugin we need is Woocommerce. So Woocommerce is the e-commerce plugin that we're going to use to run this website. So Woocommerce, just like that. And it's the very first one, as you can see, 5 million plus active installation. So click on that. So there you go. Now it is installed. Now all we need to do is to activate it. So click on that. There you go. So we are prompted now to actually configure our WooCommerce installation. We're going to skip this for now. We'll do that later during our tutorial. So no thanks. And then close this. And then we go back to our plugins again, add new. And the next plugin is variation swatches. Just like that. And this is the one you want to select. So the one from Emran Ahmed, with 200 plus in active installation. There are a few more, as you can see, from Radius Theme and all that, but I haven't tested these. I don't know if they are compatible with the work we're going to do. So just keep with this one here. I know it's working 100%. So click on this one, install. There you go. And then activate it. There you go. So that's all for the plugins now. So we are now all set for our next step. So basically the next step is to install our theme. So as you can see, our website doesn't look very appealing at all. This is the basic WordPress theme template, which is called 2021, which is fine for a blog, but not for an e-commerce or a print shop or something similar to VistaPrint. So let's go ahead and go into our appearance now. So we click on appearance and then themes. And from here, we're going to click add new. And in the search box, you're going to type Astra. And as you can see, we are presented with two options here, but the only one we're interested in is this one. This one is Astral, and this one is Astra, which is the one we're after. And as you can see, if you hover on top, you're offered with an option to install it. So just click on that next. And then you click activate. There you go. And now if we hover on top, you can see theme details. So click on that. And after that, we go into Astra option. You see that button here in the bottom. There you go. So what we're going to do now, we're going to use starter template. So basically, these are pre-built templates that we can use, which will facilitate our task. Obviously, instead of starting from scratch, we can have a pre-built e-commerce website that we can customize, tweak around, and make it our own. Now, depending on your version of WordPress installed and the type of hosting, you might have different options here. You might see enable starter templates, which you might have to click first before you can see the library. But let's click on see library now, because this is already activated by default. But if you don't have that option, click on the other link that'll be here that says enable starter templates, and then click on C library. And then we're going to use Elementor. So these are page builders. You have Elementor, Beaver Builder, Gutenberg, and Breezy. So what are these exactly? Basically, they are easy to use drag and drop page builders. So if you want to tweak your page around, it's like a visual composer basically that will allow you to change and move things around, sections and elements around, and have a visual preview of your page before you publish it, which makes it much easier to build and design your website. So from experience, I would say Elementor is the best by default, so I would use this. So for this tutorial, we'll go ahead with this anyway. So let's click on Elementor now. And as you can see, we are presented now with quite a few different templates and options here. So you can see some of them have an agency label, like this one here and this one there. So what does that mean? It means that those are premium templates. So if you want to use these ones, you'll have to get the premium version of this theme, the Astra theme. Otherwise, all the others, like this one here, a wonderful gift or create your website, these are 100% free to use. So it's really up to you if you fancy this one or this one rather than the one we're going to use. It's really up to you. I'm going to show you the ropes here, how to install that for free anyways. So let's go and type print in the search bar. So we have custom print, customize printees, and we print what you want. So you have two options here. One is a paid one, premium version. This one is free. So again, for the sake of our tutorial, we're not going to spend any money here. We're going to go for the free option. So let's go and select this one. So just click on it. And as you can see, we have a home page, about page, and a contact page. So we can import just one page. So if I click on home page, I can click import home page. If I want the about page, I can click on import about page. But again, we're going to import everything all at once because we're going to need those pages anyway. So let's go ahead with import complete site. And we're going to import everything. So just leave everything as is and click import. So it's up to you. You can fill out these details. It's Astra asking for feedback. But again, for the sake of our tutorial here, I'm just going to skip. So bear in mind, this might take some time, a few moments to install and import the whole content, depending on how fast your internet connection is. So there you go, import is complete. So as we can see, hooray, the website imported successfully. So this is the message that everything went fine. So let's have a quick look at our website. So this is what we used to have before installing that theme. And this is what our website looks like. So as you can see, we already have a logo, we have a menu installed with the cart, we have a hero section here with a call to action, and then a few different sections here, and then our featured products, another call to action, and then customers, testimonials, and a few social proofs as well. Now if we go and have a quick look at VistaPrint themselves, as you can see, they also have a call to action here, up to 30% off selected products. And then this is our hero section. They'll have a few different categories and then a few products here. So that's roughly about the same. So let's do something very similar. So back to our website here. So basically, as you can see at the moment, it's more like a print on demand website where you can print t-shirts and mugs, you know. So we're going to do something a bit more like a VistaPrint, which is more like a paper printed type of items. So like business cards, photos, and maybe flyers, leaflets, posters, signage, and so on, and maybe promotional items as well. So slightly different, not really print on demand, but more like a VistaPrint. So let's go ahead with this. So the first thing we're going to do, we're not going to tweak the layout and the design yet. We're going to create new products. So as you can see at the moment, we have, as I said, more like print on demand items. So we're going to replace this with different categories. Maybe we're going to have business cards, leaflets, and then posters maybe, and all these sorts of items. So let's go ahead and back to our WordPress installation. We can close this now. And for that, we're going to go into our products, and then we're going to go into categories. And as you can see at the moment, we have mugs and t-shirts. So you can keep that. I suppose if you're in the printing industry, you might do that as well. But for now, I'm going to add business cards. So that's a big seller, obviously, you know, in the printing industry. We can have flyers. So depending where you are based in the world, you might type this with the I instead of a Y. But where I'm based personally, it's spelled that way. And then we have leaflets as well, or you might say folded leaflets to be accurate. Folded leaflets, and then we can have posters, and then we might have letterheads and maybe compliment slips. There you go. So let's start with this. So as you can see here, we can reorganize them. So if you wanted to have business card first, all you do is drag and drop. You can see those 3 bars on the side. You can simply drag and drop them. So business cards, and then maybe flyers, folded leaflets, and then letterheads, compliment slips, and then we can have posters, and then mugs and t-shirts. That's it. So that's our categories done. So let's go into our product section now. So all products, and as you can see, these are our demo products. So we will delete these afterwards, but we're going to keep them now at the moment because some of them are linked to this page, obviously, you know. So we're just going to keep them for now. So what we're going to do, we're going to create a new product now. So add new, and we call this one business cards, and then 85 by 55 mil. So that's the standard size of a business card. And as you can see here, on the right hand side, we have a category. So we have to select a category. So this is our product, business cards, and it goes under a certain category. Now you can select more than one category if you wanted to. If you wanted to say, oh, business card go also under compliment slips and letterheads, you could just tick them as well. Or you could have a category that says special offers, and then you put them underneath the special offer category as well. And then in here we can put a description. So professional quality business cards that will make a strong, fast impression, printed both sides on 450 GSM card. There you go. So this would be a nice description anyways, you know. And then let's set up a picture for our product as well. So if you scroll down here on the right hand side, you can see product image. So set product image. I'm going to upload a file, select file, and I went ahead and downloaded one from Google already. So open this, and then you might give it a name, you know, business cards, and you can copy and paste this, and then set product page. There you go. So after this, you can just publish and save it just in case. And let's have a quick preview in a new tab. So as you can see, this is our product page, what it would look like if the customers were to land on this. So we have no options at the moment. You cannot add anything to cart. Sorry, there are no reviews and not much details, to be honest. So all we have basically is a picture at the moment. So let's carry on with configuring our product page. So we need to set up a regular price. So this would be your starter price. So let's say you start at $10.99 for, or 15, let's say $14.99, $14.90 maybe for 250 maybe. And now we need to set this as a variable product as well. We go into attributes. So we're going to create different attributes. So the first one, let's go and add. So we're going to start with the quantity, which is the most obvious one to start with. So use for variation. So don't forget to tick this because we need to use this for the different variations. So as you can see, our attribute should be separated by an upward line like this, which is called a pipe symbol. So we're going to do this. So let's start with 250 maybe. Pipe symbol, 500. Let's say 1,000 and maybe 2,000. So say, and then we're going to add another one now. And we could have lead time or turnaround time maybe. Again, don't forget to click used for variations. And we're going to have next day and maybe 3 day. So there you go. 3 day turnaround or next day turnaround. So we're just going to leave it at this as is for now. Just those two, quantity and turnaround time. So we save the attributes now. And we go into variations. And we're going to add variations. So there's a very nice option here that will, with WooCommerce, that will actually create variations from all attributes. So as you can see at the moment, we have, let me go back to this, expand all. So we have 250, 500, 1,000, 2,000 available next day and 3 day. So basically this is going to take the one quantity. So you're going to have one variation that says 250 next day, and then another variation 250 3-day delivery, and then 500 next day, 500 3-day delivery. So these are all different variations basically, you know. So 250 next day, 250 3-day, 500 next day, 500 3-day, 1,000 next day, 1,000 3-day, and 2,000 next day, 2,000 3-day. So you can create that manually obviously, but here there's a nice feature in WooCommerce that will do that for us. Now if you had quantity, turnaround time, and let's say finishing, so if you had plain, matte laminated and gloss laminated, this will obviously exponentially increase the amount of options. So you'll have 250 next day plain, 250 next day matte laminated, 250 next day gloss laminated. So the more attributes you add, the more option you'll have, the more prices you'll have to input in the system as well. So bear this in mind, okay? So variations, again back to this, we're going to create variations from all attributes, and then click go, and then click OK. So you can see 8 variations added. Okay, open this. And as I said just earlier, you have 250 next day, 250 3-day, 500 next day, 500 3-day. So that's it basically, you know. So as you can see, we have an expand button here. So click on this, and now we're going to put the price. So as you can see, 250 next day, how much is this? So maybe you start at 15, let's say 15. And then 250 3-day should be a bit cheaper, maybe 13.50. And then you do the same with your 500. So how much is 500? Maybe it's 25 and maybe 22.50 in 3-day. And then how much is it for 1,000? Maybe you're charging 50. And then in 3-day it could be 45. And then you have 2,000 next day. 2,000 next day could be 80. And then if it's 3-day, maybe it's 72.50, slightly cheaper. And then you click on Save Changes. And then after that, update the product page. Don't forget to click Update. I know it's a bit tricky sometimes. You might think that you saved it after the variation. As you can see, you have a Save button here. This is saved, but you still have to update your product. So don't forget to click on Update Product. Now, if we go on our product page, as you can see, we didn't have any options, nothing here. If we refresh now we are presented with different options. As you can see, you can select among different quantities and different turnaround times as well. So let's click on, let's say 1,000 and 3-day. And now you can see that our price is £45. Now, if I click on 500, the price will change automatically. That's £22.50. What if it was £2.50? So let's go back to 1,000, 3-day. What if I wanted next day? Oh, that's 50. It's only an extra £5. Oh, I might go for next day then. And then your customers, your visitors can just add to cart after this. And that's it for that. Okay, so that's one example here. Now, let's say you don't provide a 2,000 business card for next day delivery. Only 250, 500, and 1,000 for next day. and then for 3-day delivery, 2000 will be available. So let me show you how to do this. So if we go for 1000 next day, I'm just going to clear this now. Okay, so just go back here. So we go into our variations again, variations, and we're going to open the one that says 2000 next day. So let's say this one is not available. You don't do 2000 in next day delivery. So we just click on this, the arrow pointing down, and you're just going to remove the price. So if you remove the price, it means that product is not available for purchase. So let's click update and let's refresh our product page. So let's say if I was to select on 3-day, you can see everything is available. If I click on next day, it clearly shows me that 2000 is not available for next day because this is a bigger quantity to produce. You might not be able to produce that for next day delivery. So you only offer 250, 500, 1000. And now I can only, as a visitor, I can only select among those 3. Now if you select 3 days, then I can go for 2000. That's no problem. Now if I select 2000, see, I cannot select next day. The other way around works as well. So if I click 1000, that's fine. 2000 is letting me know that I cannot have 2000 for next day delivery. It's only 3-day option. So there you go. It's very simple and visually appealing as well, and easy for customers to know where to go from here. So let's go into our product section now. All products. And as you can see now, we have our business cards here added to all the products that we have. As you can see, we have a second page now that's been added. So that's great and fine. So now let's create a second product maybe. So let's create maybe flyers. We're going to create A5 flyers and DL flyers. So we're going to click on add new. You can either click on this one here on top or this one here in the menu on the sidebar, all the same. And we're going to start with DL flyers. So we have to put the description here. So let me just copy and paste this quickly. Control C, Control V. And obviously, instead of professional quality business card, we're going to put flyers here. Flyers that will make a strong impression. Printed both sides on, or maybe 170 GSM. Stock. There you go. So in here, you're going to select our category, flyers. And then let's set a picture for our product here. So set product image. Oops. Set product image. And then upload file. Select file. And then you select your DL flyers image. And then you might want to make sure that it is typed in properly for the description. So DL flyers. Then copy and paste this everywhere. Set product image. So there you go. So you can update always, you know, in between, just to make sure you don't lose any of your work. And let's go into attributes now. So as you can see, you can add attributes like we did before. You can create the quantity here, you know. But usually when in the printing industry, the quantities are all very similar, and the lead time as well, so you can reuse that. So what we can do, we can create presets basically, you know. If you go into products and attributes, I'm just going to open this in a different window now, different tab, open in a new tab. And as you can see, this is our attribute section. So again, in the printing industry, quantities are very often the same, and type of lead times as well. So we're going to create those two now, so we can reuse them on with different products. So let's go ahead with the quantity first. Quantity. So create, and then we're going to have turnaround time as well. So let's configure our terms, and we're going to add. So we're going to start at 250 for the quantity. We're going to have 500. Let's say 1000 and 2000. There you go. We just leave it at that for now, you know. So as you can see, I can organize them ourselves. You reorder them. So we can put this one first, and then this one second, and then 1000 here. So this is absolutely fine. And I'm going to show you another way of doing it. So I'm just going to change everything around again. And let's go back to our attributes. And as you can see, you have 1,000, 500, 250, 2,000. And you have more than that. Let's say you don't want to do this manually. You're just going to edit. And you can change the custom ordering here to name numeric. So name would be alphabetic. So just for words, basically, you know, alphabetic order. And then you can have name numeric. So that's for numbers, digit. So if you click on this, update, and we go back to attributes, you can see now they've done that automatically. Is done automatically. So 250, 500, 1,000, 2,000. So that's done automatically again, you know. So turnaround time now, if you go and configure these terms. So let's add maybe next day. And then we can have 3-day turnaround time maybe. There you go. So maybe you want to do this manually, this one, and put next day first. So let's go back to attributes now. As you can see, we have quantities and turnaround time. So 250, 500,000, 2,000, next day, and 3-day delivery. So that's it. Now it's really up to you. You can add more than this. Obviously, you can have the type of finishing if you wanted to. You can add finishing. You know, you can have even sides if you only print on one side or both sides. If you want to give them the option, you can have sides as well. Now, bear in mind, again, the more attributes you add, the more pricing you'll have to input in the system, you know, because this will increase the amount of variations, obviously. So this is why we're keeping it simple for now, just for the sake of our tutorial here. So if we now we have our attribute set, if we go back to our product page, and if we refresh our page, there you go, and we go into attributes, you can now select these ones that we just created. As you can see, we now have quantity and turnaround time. So instead of recreating them each and every time, you can save yourself a lot of time by having a preset of quantities and turnaround time here. So if we go back to our product now, and you can add, so we can select quantities, add, used for variations, yes. And then we go turnaround time, add, and use for variation as well. So select terms. So you have to click on this and select them. So we're going to have 250, 500, 1,000, and 2,000. Now I'm just going to delete them and show you another way of doing it again. So we've added, oops, sorry, I closed this now. Or you can simply click select all, just like that. So now we have 250, 500, 1,000, and 2,000. Now, let's say you have an additional one. Let's say you have 5,000 here. So you can always add a new one as you are working on the product page. That's no problem. You can add new and you just put a new value. So you said 5,000. Okay. And now we have 5,000 added to this. So we're going to select the turnaround time. Again, you can select all, or you can do this manually. You can select one or the other. Next day and 3-day. And then we save our attributes. And as before, we're going to variations, and we're going to add all the variations among those products. So we're just going to go and click on go. Okay. And as you can see, we have 10 variations that have been created and added. So this is our list of variations. We have 250 next day, 250 3-day, 500 next day, 500 3-day, up to 5,000 in quantities. So I'm just going to remove the 5,000 for now. This was just for an example, so we can just delete that. Let's say you don't do 5,000, you can remove them at any time as well. So let's expand all these. And let's put our prices. So 250 flyers, DL flyers next day, you might charge maybe £40. And then 3-day might be a bit cheaper. Let's say 35. So 500 might be 60. And then 55. 1,000 might be 80. And then 75. And then 2,000 might be 120. And then 110. And then we save our changes. And again, as mentioned before, don't forget to update your product when you're finished. There you go. So let's go into our products here now, all products. And as you can see, this is our DL flyer. So if the price is available from £35 up to £120. So let's click on this. Okay, so let's click on next day and 3 day. So everything is available. So let's click next day and and 2000. That's 120. That's 80. That's 500. That's 60 and 40. Now 3 days would be 35, 55, 75 and 110. So that's basically how you do it. Very simple. So now let's go back to our product here and we go into our all products. And now let's say you want to create the same product but for A5 flyers. So you don't want to type everything again, you know, there's lots of prices and different variations and so on, and you want to save some time as well. I'm going to show you a little trick here. All you can do is just click on duplicate. So if you click on duplicate now, there you go, and you can see it says DL flyers copy. So what you want to do now is to change this to A5 flyers. So there you go. So professional quality, and maybe in the description you might want to put A5 as well. A5, the category is fine. All we have to do basically is change our picture here. So click on this. We're going to upload a new picture, select, and then we're going to take our A5 flyers now, open, and then copy and paste this in the other sections here. Set product image. So we have A5 flyers now. So we need to change our variations, obviously, you know. So these are not the same price, clearly. They're bigger, so they might be slightly more expensive. So if all the quantities and lead time are the same for this product, you just keep them as is, as they are, basically, you know, and just change the price. So instead of 40, maybe it is 50. Instead of 35, it might be 45. Instead of 60, it might be 70. Instead of 55, 65. And you change the price basically to reflect the different size of the product. Sorry, 85 here. And then we go for 130 and maybe 120. I'm not too sure about prices. It's just again for the sake of our tutorial here. And then click publish. And if you go back to all our products, as you can see, we have an A5 flyer, we have a DL flyer, and we have a business card. So if I click on DL flyers, A5 flyers, sorry, we have 2000, next day or 3 day, and you can change among these as well. So this is how you can actually duplicate a product and offer a different size product without having to recreate everything again from scratch. So usually in the printing industry at this stage, when your customer is about to order, you would like to offer them to provide artwork design for them as well. So they can either select between print ready files, so they have a print ready file that they can upload, or they want you to design it for them, in which case you need to charge some extra money for this, obviously. You know, if someone wants to order 250 A5 flyers for next day delivery, add to cart, they are not expecting to be paying 50 including artwork design, obviously, you know. So you might add an extra £40 or $50 on top of this for your work, obviously, you know. So how do you do this? So let's go ahead and do this now. So for that, we're going to go back to our WordPress dashboard, and we're going to add an additional plugin. So we're going to add new, and in here you're going to type advanced product fields for WooCommerce. So as you can see here, advanced product fields, product add-ons for WooCommerce from Studio Wombat. So this is the one you want to install with 10,000 plus active installation. So we go ahead and install this. And then we activate this plugin. There you go. So as you can see here, advanced product fields for WooCommerce, this one is now installed. So just to mention, the features we're going to use at the moment are free of charge again. So let's go ahead into our product section, but there are some premium options you might consider to purchase, but at the moment all we're going to do here will not require any paid options. So let's go to products, all products, and we're going to open our A5 flyers, which is our product here, and we're going to give our customers, the visitors, the option to select if they want artwork designed or not. So let's go ahead with this, and as you can see we have a new tab now, custom fields. So we click on this and we can add our first field. So in here, the type of field, we're going to click on this drop down menu, and as you can see all these on top are free and these at the bottom are pro. So if you want to have a file upload, allow your customers to upload a file from here, this is a pro feature. So this is the only option you might want to go for if you wanted your customers to upload the artwork immediately before being able to add to cart. Otherwise, I'm going to show you a free option at the end when they've gone through the checkout process. In the confirmation email, they can send you the artwork. So whichever way, again, you know, it's up to you really. So in here, we're going to select a radio button option. So the difference between checkboxes and radio buttons is that radio buttons are going to offer 2 or 3 options, but they can only select 1. Checkboxes, out of 3 options, they can select 3, 2, or 1. So that's the difference. In here, you want them to select only I want artwork or I don't want artwork. So we're going to select radio buttons. And we're going to create our new field. So this is the label that is shown next to the field. So maybe you could have artwork required ? So this could be it. And then we're going to add our option. So do you want this to be mandatory or not? I would say yes, it should be normally. And we're going to add our first option. So if you click here, no thanks, I have print ready file. So there is no price change, obviously, because in here by default they have a file, they will upload it afterwards. And then we add another options. Yes, please design it for me. And because this is going to be for our A5 flyers, let's say you charge maybe 40 or 35 or maybe 40. Let's put 40 here, 40. And then after this, just click Save, Update. And as you can see, now we have the artwork required field. No thanks, I have print ready file. Or yes, please design it for me with an extra £40 if you decided to go ahead with this. So let's say I'm going to select a 2000 flyers, A5 flyers in 3 days, which would cost me 120. As you can see, this is my grand total, 120. Do you want the artwork? No. Which is fine, then I can add to cart. Now if I wanted you to design the artwork for me, I can select this. So it's 120 plus the options, which is 40, and the total now is 160. So now I can decide whether I want to go ahead with this or not. And then if I'm happy enough, I just go and add to cart. Now let's say your client already has a print ready file, but he needs changes made to it. So maybe you can add a third option. So if you go back to custom fields, click on this and then add an option. My file needs small changes done. And then you could put that maybe in between those two. And then don't forget to select flat fee for the change of price. And maybe this one, it's only, let's say 20. Because they already have the file. Oops, sorry, 20. They already have the file, but you only need to make a few changes. Let's say they're going to order a takeaway menu. You need to make a few changes to the prices only. Then you can only charge 20, for instance. So let's go and refresh our product page now. And as you can see, we're now offered with 3 different options. So I can still go ahead with my 2000 flyers, 3 day, and I just need a few changes made to my file. in which case it's only 140. If I wanted a complete redesign, then it's 160. Now again, if you wanted people to upload the artwork before going to the checkout process, just to make sure that they have the file ready, you will need to add to get the premium version here, you know, and in which case you would add an extra field here. So you would select file upload here, basically, you know, file upload, and then this could be conditional. So it will only display file upload if, for instance, your customer selected one of those two. If the customer selects this one, the option will show up. If you select this and that, it will show up. Okay, now that I've showed you how to create your products, let's look at the cosmetic side of the website. So let's go and change our homepage now. So let's go and change our tagline, our logo, this picture here. Let's create our own categories and put our own products here and change all this to make it your own. So let me show you how to do this. So we go back and let me close all these. Don't need them. Don't need that. Don't need this. Right. So we go into pages, all pages. And this is our home page. So as you can see, as you hover on top of these, you have different options. You have edit, quick edit, trash, view, and edit with Elementor. So we want to edit this with Elementor. So again, Elementor is a page builder, a drag and drop page builder. So let's open this. So we open this in a new tab. And as you can see, it is loading our page now. So let me explain quickly how Elementor works. So on the left hand side, sorry, here you have all the elements. So we have inner section, heading, image, text image, button, videos, and so on. You have all these you can select from, and these are simply a drag and drop. So all you do is drag and drop it on this side. And this is a preview of your page, basically. So these previews and pages are made out of different sections. So if I hover here on top, you can see there's a blue edge with this plus X and the small dots, and then the border around it. So this is a section. So if I click on this, you can see this is edit section. And every section is made out of columns, or one column, sometimes one column or columns, plural. As you can see, we have two columns here. So if I click on this now, as you can see, this is a column, and each column is made of different elements. So as you can see, this one here, if I click on it, this is a heading. And if I click on this one, this is a button. And if I click on this one here, this is an image. Okay, and all we can do basically is change them, tweak them around, and move them around even if we wanted to. And this is another section, as you can see. So if I right click here, edit section, then we have 1, 2, 3 different columns again, and each column is made out of different elements. Okay, now let's take care of this. So this section here is called the hero section. It's called the hero section because this is the first thing that people will see when they land on your website. So this is the most important section on your website by far. So you have to put a lot of attention and really think about what you're going to put in here. So this is the main heading. So this is what people will read first. Their attention will be drawn to this and the picture. So those two here elements are crucially important. So we print what you want and that picture. So we print what you want is maybe not strong enough, to be honest. So what is your value proposition? What makes you stand out? What do you offer that's drastically different? Why should people choose you over anyone else? So this is basically what you're going to put here. This is your statement. So let's say you want to put the emphasis on next day delivery because people don't want to wait anymore. So they might want to pay an extra few pounds, a few dollars extra, you know, to get it next day. So you might put next day delivery guaranteed. So now this is a strong heading, obviously, you know, next day delivery guaranteed. So you might want to change the font, maybe make it a bit thicker. So you're going to style. This is to style the item. So every item you have the content, style, and advanced. So basically the content is basically this content in itself. To style it is to tweak it around, maybe change the colors and the type of font and so on. And then in the advanced, you can change settings such as the margins, the padding, add borders maybe, and change the responsiveness attributes, etc. So if you go and click on this, so the color is fine. I think a dark gray like this is absolutely fine, but you might want to change the font for something a bit thicker. So from experience, I think Poppins, it's a very nice one. So if you go into Poppins, and then you can select the weight. So if you select 900, as you can see, it's very bold now, very strong. This is maybe too strong, maybe an in-between, let's say maybe 800. This would be absolutely fine. There you go. So this is it. Now if you wanted to change the color, feel free as well, you know. You could go and select maybe a reddish color like this, not too strong maybe. This, next day delivery, guaranteed. So when you're happy with your changes, you just click update. And if you go to the home page now, so this is what we used to have. We print what you want, which says nothing. And now next day delivery, guaranteed. Now this is very strong, isn't it? Now if you want to change this, now this picture, as you can see, if I drag and drop, this is a picture basically, you know. So we're going to change this to something a bit more relevant to our industry here. So for this, let's go back to our page here, and we're going to click on this picture here. And as you can see, this is our picture. Now bear in mind, this is a picture with a clear background, so you can see through basically, you know. So this would be a PNG file. So if you're looking for a picture, look for a picture with an extension .png. So we're going to change this now and upload a new one. So upload file, and from here we're going to select files. And then I have this one here. I went ahead, so it's a PNG file, as you can see, with a clear background. So you can open this. There you go. Now bear in mind, you want a reasonable size file. This one is 1200 by 844. The initial one was 1024 by 1024. So just insert media now. And as you can see, we have our picture here. So this looks absolutely fine, but you might want to bring it up a little bit. So how do you do this? Now we go into advanced. And as you can see, we're going to remove this from the top. Put it 0 here. 0. But we're going to add a little bit from the bottom. You don't want it to be touching this close. So we might keep the 140 on top as it was. But we're going to add a little bit on the bottom. And as you can see, as we increase this section will increase as well. And give it a bit of space and breathing space basically. Maybe we go up to 100. And then update. And now if we refresh, now as you can see, we have something more in line with the printing industry and more relevant to your visitors indeed. So let's go and change those two small lines here and discuss the get started button here. So if we go back to our page here, best quality products. So that clearly doesn't say much. So now depending if your logo expresses that your website is about printing or not, if it's hard for the customers to know what you do, maybe you might want to emphasize here. So you might put here all sorts of printed products, so that when your customers land on your homepage, they'll know immediately what to expect from your website. And then in here, maybe a small tagline, maybe, or something to emphasize why they should choose you over anyone else. So let's say next day delivery guaranteed. So this is one thing that they'll see, obviously. So what else would you like to emphasize? So maybe great attention to details for a perfect finished printed product, or something like this, you know, just to let people know that you do pay attention to details and you provide professional quality results. Or maybe you can add this as well with professional quality results. And maybe we put a comma in between here. There you go. So great attention to details for perfect finished printing products with professional quality results. There you go. So I click on this. And then for the get started button here, we could change this to shop now and link it straight to our product page, for instance, you know, so they'll go straight to this page. So let's go back to our home page here and click on this. And then instead of get started, we're going to have shop now. And then you can see here the link. We're going to change this to our page. So if we go into our all product page, which is this one, you can highlight the URL and then copy. And we're going to paste it here. Control V. And this is the page we want to link it to. So if we go back to our home page now, click on the logo here. As you can see, I have shop now. If I click on shop now, it's going straight to our shopping page with all our products. And then we have our flyers, business cards, and DL size flyers as well. So this is how you do it, basically, you know. Now, if you wanted to run a special offer, maybe on A5 flyers, special offer now on A5 flyers, put a picture of an A5 flyer, you could link it immediately straight to the A5 flyers page, which is this one, in which case you would copy and paste this URL and paste it in here instead of this one. So that's how you do it, basically, okay? So next now, we're going to take care of this section here. So how can we change this? And then we're going to add our featured products as well. So let's go back to our Elementor page here. And if we scroll down, as you can see, these are pictures. So if we click on them, as you can see, it's showing up a picture now each and every time. So we can just replace them. So let's say we're going to have our three main sections here. Let's say we have A5 flyers, DL flyers, and business cards. So let's start with business cards. Maybe we could put business cards in here. So we're going to upload our files. So I'm going to upload 3 files at once. Those 3 are selected already. So open this. And maybe we can start with our business cards. So let's select this one for now. Insert. So these are business cards. We're going to change this one. We're going to put this as maybe DL flyers. DL flyers. And this one we're going to change it to A5 flyers. Insert. There you go. So now we have 3 different pictures just underneath it. And as you can see, this is fully inline and related to the rest of our page. So you might want to change this now. So instead of this, customize your t-shirt. You might select this and change business cards, 400 GSM maybe. Instead of this title, we're going to put DL flyers double-sided. And the same here, we might put, instead of this one, you can edit this way as well, it's up to you really, or from here, it's all the same. So we're going to put A5 flyers double-sided. There you go. So this is very nice. So you can just update once you've finished. So now we have something related to our industry. So we have next day delivery, our picture, shop now, and they can select among these few as well. So as you can see, if you click on this, this is our image. But if you click on this one here, you can see there's a link, an option for a link. So you might want to link this to an actual page. So if we have business cards, so let's go back to all our products. We click on business cards, or you can right click on this and copy the link. So copy link address, which is this one. And then we go in here and we go and paste it. And we do the same with this one. So we go and select this one here. And we're going to copy, so DL flyers double-sided. So all our products, DL flyers is this one. So right click on the image, copy link address, back here, paste it. And we do the same with this. So click on that. So this is for the A5 now, right click, copy link address, and then paste it here. And now you can save. Now if we go back to our home page, And we scroll down. As you can see, I can click on this, I can click on that, and click on that, and this will bring me to the DL Flyers page immediately. There you go. So very simple indeed. Next, we have our featured products here. So let me show you how you can change this. So we go back to Elementor and we scroll down, and as you can see, there are no pictures here. So why is that? So let's click on this instead. This is the element that we're using, and this is a shortcode. So this is using a different section, a different plugin on this website, which is integrated in here. And as you can see, the shortcode displays product limit 8, columns 4, visibility featured, and category mugs. So at the moment, all the products displayed here are from the category mugs. So let's have a quick look now. So if we go into all our products, all products, you can see this one is mugs, 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 and mugs. So this is why those ones are being displayed here, because these are part of this section. Okay. Now, if I was to edit this quickly, quick edit, and I'm going to change the category here of this section, and I'm going to put this as, for instance, flyers. Update, and I'm going to change this one here, quick edit as well, and I put in the flyers section. Update. Okay, now we have flyers here. So if we go back to our code here and we change this, and instead of mugs, if we put flyers, update. Now, as you can see, we don't have our flyers here yet. And the reason is because we have visibility set to featured. So what does that mean? So let's go back to our products. As you can see, we have a small star here. And this means that these products are featured. So at the moment you have flyers and features. Both these are required. So at the moment, these are under the category flyers, but they're not featured. So if you want to display these products as well as featured product on your home page, you'll have to set them as featured. So how do we do this? Very simply, edit your product here, quick edit. And as you can see, we're going to tick featured and then update. And then we're going to do the same with the DL flyer. So you select basically the products that you want to display on your home page. So click DL flyers and featured and then update. And now, as you can see, our star is filled in a blue color, which means that this one is featured, this one isn't. So this one is under the flyers category and also featured. So it has both requirements, as you can see, featured and flyers. So now if we apply, and we scroll down, as you can see now we have our flyers. So this is not too bad. So let's refresh our page here just to see what it looks like. So that's perfect. Yeah, it looks okay. And because this is your home page, this is the page on which people will judge the quality of your work. Obviously, you might want to make sure you select nice pictures. So these, I think, don't match the quality of the website, especially the home page. So we might want to change these pictures here because I don't think they are good enough. Let's put it this way. So we go back to our products and we're going to edit our product page. So edit this one. I'm going to open this in a new page just to be on the safe side. It's easier to go from one to the other. And then from here, so this is our A5. We're going to select a much better picture now. So select, and I'm going to go with this one here, or maybe this one. Nice vibrant color. Set product, and then update. And then we're going to go to another products, the DL flyers now, and replace this picture as well. Replace it with something a bit better than this. And we might select a vibrant color like this one, you know. Okay. And then we set our product image. And as always, we should not forget to update. And then we go to our front end. There you go. This is much more professional looking with vibrant colors and everything, you know. So if someone was to scroll down now, they will immediately see this and grab their attention. So this is much, much better. Now, if you are showing your flyers here, you might want to put a bit more because these mugs obviously don't match the same requirements. So I'm going to go ahead and do this the same way as well. And for this, we're going to open those two product pages. So a Father's Day coffee mug. So we're going to quickly change this to something else. So instead of that, I'm going to put folded leaflets. And we're going to change the picture. Upload, select. And then we can select this one here. Very nice. Or maybe that one here. Open. Set product image, update, and we do the same with this one, which could be A4 brochures. Select a picture, upload, and this time we might go with this one here. Okay, open. Set product image, update. Now obviously you will select existing product that you created, but just for the sake of our tutorial here, I just selected random products, those two, and change them around. So as you can see now, this looks absolutely very professional and clean looking. Next day delivery guaranteed. You can shop immediately. A nice picture here. Your main categories you want people to shop from, and your featured product. So that's it for now. So now let's go and change this section here. So in here, this is where you're going to put a special offer, obviously. As you can see, hurry up, deal of the day, buy this t-shirt at 20% discount, use code OFF20, and then shop now. So I'm going to show you how to change these settings, and we're going to create a coupon code as well that applies to one specific product. Okay, so for this, let's go back to our page here. So as you can see, this picture here in the background is fine. You can change it for something else, but I think it looks absolutely great because she's pointing at the special offer, and this draws attention to it, obviously, So hurry up, deal of the day. So you might keep this, that's fine. And then we're going to change here the content. So special offers on A5, on flyers maybe. Let's say flyers. On flyers, get 20% discount at checkout by using promo code coupon 20. Okay, so we click update now. Let's say only on A5 flyers, maybe you want to push A5 flyers, so update. So let's go back here and let's click on this. We're going to get the link from the A5 flyers, which is this one, as we did before. So copy link address, and now we're going to link this to the shop now, obviously, because you want to send them to that page. So shop now, update. So if we go back to our home page now and refresh, as you can see, hurry up. She's pointing at the special offer here, special offers on A5 flyers, get 20% discount. And if we click on this, this will bring us immediately to the A5 flyers page. Okay, so let's create our coupon code now that's linked to this. So coupon code 20, coupon 2, oh sorry, it should be 20. Let me change this again. Coupon 20. Okay, update. There you go. So now we're going to create a coupon. So for this, we go back to our backend, we're going to Woocommerce, and we're going to coupons. And we're going to create our first coupon. Okay, so the coupon code is coupon 20, as we said. And then specials on A5 flyers. Okay, so you're going to select what type of discount do you want to apply. Is it a fixed card discount? So when they go through the checkout process, it could be $10, 10 euros, a specific discount, a fixed product discount, or percentage discount. So in our instance here, it'll be percentage discount. We're going to offer 20% discount. So what's the coupon amount? We're going to put 20 here because that's percentage discount, so 20%. And do you want to allow free shipping? You tick this as well. And do you want to set an expiry date? So you might want to do this. So let's say we're going to select up until the end of the month. There you go. So now, as you know, we offer this only on A5 flyers. So now we need to restrict our coupon code to only A5 flyers. So use that restriction. As you can see, you click on this and you have different rules you can set up here, but we're going to select products. So search for a product. So we're just going to put flyers. And as you can see, it's showing us the different types of flyers. And we're going to select the main product, which is this one, not the variations, but the product itself, A5 flyers. So you click on this, and now you click publish. So if someone wants to purchase this product now, we're going to shop now. And then we have our A5 flyers. I'm just going to buy 1,000 or in 3 days. I don't need artwork, and add to cart. Now I'm going to go to my shopping cart and I'm going to put my coupon code here, and I'm going to type in coupon 20. So actually at the moment it is £85, and I apply the coupon. And as you can see now, the £17 20% discount have been applied, and now the total is only £68. So very, very convenient indeed, and it's a very good and strong marketing trick to increase sales, obviously, you know. And you might want to change this every now and then, you know, maybe have a special offer every month, a different one. And if you wanted to, you can add a different picture here on top or by the side. I think she's fine pointing at this. This is okay. But you might want to select a picture that represents your offer that's related to it. You know, that's really up to you if you want to add a bit of oomph to it. Okay, so we have our most loved products now. So this section here is basically similar to the one we had here on top as this. So let's go and change this now. So we go back to our pages. And then pages, all pages. Oh, I think I have it open here already. Yeah, this is the one. So if you click on this now, as you can see, it's showing us again a short code. So visibility, it's featured again, and the category is t-shirts. So I just went ahead and created a few products. I'll show you now. I created those 4 products here: letterheads, complement slips, stationery bundle, and notepad. So again, you would select another category because you don't want to display obviously both are the same here. So you might have your flyers here and your stationery, all your stationery bundles here. So as I said, I went ahead and created those few products. So our category here is letterheads. So if you wanted to change this, instead of t-shirt here, we put letterheads and then update. And as you can see, this is showing our products. So let's refresh on the home page. So you can see we have these products now being displayed here. So complement slips, letterheads, notepads, and stationery bundle. And you might want to change this title as well to reflect what it is that you are displaying here, obviously, you know. So let's do this together. And then we can have here stationery essentials, and then update. And if you go back to our home page and refresh, as you can see, this is very neatly organized here. And if someone decided to click on this, on complement slips, they will go straight to the complement slips page. So back to our home page now. So let's go and have a quick look again. So next day delivery, this is done. Our main category is done. Our featured products, which is our flyers, done. Our special offer and stationery essential, done. So all we have left now is just the social proofs here, which are our testimonials, and maybe a few icons of companies you've worked with. So let's go and change this now. And for this, let's go back to our Elementor page here. And if we scroll down, this is our section. So our happy clients. So this is fine. You can leave it there, or you might say testimonials, or yeah, happy clients is fine, you know. So the text will go here. So you click on this and you can put the testimonial that someone left you. Now, whatever your customers, you always have to ask for their consent, obviously, you know. So you might have to do that via email, send them an email and send them, would you be happy to please leave a review on our website? Or you can take existing reviews that are on your Google account, for instance, Google Maps or something that people left you, or maybe Trustpilot, if you have Trustpilot as well, existing reviews from your products and services, obviously, you know. So in here, you would copy the text, so the content of that review, and then you can have the image here of the different stars. So what's the rating of that person? As you can see, this is a rating scale 0 to 5, and what's the rating? 5. Now, if we were to go down a little bit, 4.9, 4.5, maybe you can see this is a half star, 4.5. So always make sure you have the consent from your customers before posting them, obviously, you know. And then in here, as you can see, we have a picture and the name. Now, maybe some people might not be willing to share their pictures, in which case you might not have any pictures. So what you do basically is just delete this and just leave the name. So instead of Diane Burnwood, let's say maybe it's John Doe, and you might put maybe a comma and his location, John Doe, maybe from Dublin, you know. And the same here, instead of the picture, you might remove the picture to keep people's privacy, maybe. And then you have Andrew Fox from London, and then Lily here, we're going to keep her name as is and just remove the picture. And then you might say that she is from, I don't know, New York, maybe. There you go. And then you update. And now if we go back to our page here, you will see that the pictures are gone, you know, and you keep people's privacy. That's really up to you. Now you can see this one is in bold, this one isn't. So what's the difference? Now if you go on this one and click, and you go into style, so style and then name, because that's the name. And as you can see, you can click on this, and this one is in bold. So you might want to remove this, maybe just normal. There you go. And do the same with this one. Style and then name, and then select normal. There you go. Then update. And if we refresh again, as you can see now, they're all in a default font, not in bold. So that's that basically. And now let's go and change our pictures here, featured in. So this is just actual pictures. But as you can see, if we hover on top, the color will change. So how is this done? I'll show you quickly. So if you click on this, okay, so let's say you were featured in the New York Times. So all you do is basically click on this, upload file, select file, and then you find the New York Times logo, which I did already, and then open that. And once uploaded, you insert the media. So as you can see, we now have the New York Times as well. So why is it when we hover on top that color is faded away? It's simply because we have a styling settings here. As you can see, you have opacity at 0.45. So basically, it's not the full opacity. If I put it on full, as you can see, now it's on full whack. And if I put it back to 0.45, now it's a bit faded. It's only when you hover on top that you'll get the full color. And this works well as well with colored logos, obviously. So if you have opacity, it'll be black and white. And then if you scroll on top, the color will be brought to the fourth. So just click on this now. And if we refresh, as you can see, we now have the New York Times. And if we hover on top, this is displayed in full opacity. So that's basically it. So let's take care of our main logo here on top and our footer section as well. And then we'll configure our menu to link to the different product sections. Okay, so for that we can close all these tabs now. Close this one, close this one. We can close this as well, and back to our backend. So we're going to appearance and then customize. That's for our logo now. And then we're going to, you can either click on header or click on this one. If you click straight on the small pencil next to the logo, they will bring you straight to that section now. And as you can see, it's site identity and then the site logo, which is this one. So from here, we're going to upload our logo. So if you already have a logo, all you have to do basically is click on change logo or click on the logo itself, just like that. And then you go and upload file and you're going to select your logo. So I went ahead and downloaded the VistaPrint logo because this is the website we're working from. And then click select. And in here, if your logo is too big, you can just skip cropping. Don't worry, it's not too important. And now you can see we have our VistaPrint logo here. Now you might want to make it a bit bigger. And as you can see, we have a drag and drop section here and you can make it bigger. So I would advise you not to make it too big because otherwise it's too shouty, but not too small either. This would be too small and this would be too big. So just bang on in the middle. So it's right there. People can read it easily and it's not too shouty either. So that would be fine. So there you go. And then from there, you just publish. And if we go on our home page now and refresh, you can see we now have the VistaPrint logo instead of the previous one. Now, if you don't have a logo yet, I'm going to show you how you can create your own logo now. So let's go ahead and do this. And for that, we're going to go onto a website that's called Canva, canva.com. So canva.com. It's absolutely free. You can create your own logo in just a few minutes and all that again for free. So I'm already logged in as a user because I have an account with them, obviously, which I'm using for all these demo. Now, once you land on this page, on the Canva page, it will ask you to sign up for a new account. You just sign up for a new account and then you can log in and you'll be redirected to the same page as this. Once you're there, all you have to do is type in logo. And then you can select among those different logos here. So as you can see, if you hover on top, this one says free, this one says free, and some are paid. So this one you'll have to pay to get this one. So just browse through all the different options. Once you see something that fits your purpose, you just go ahead and just click on it. And if it's free, just click on it. So let's say this one here, this one is free. So I'm just going to click on that. And let's say I'm happy enough with this. So I'm just going to put the name of our website here. So the Printworks or the print shop, maybe the print shop. So this is too big, as you can see, it doesn't fit in. So you just highlight everything and just go in the font size and can make it a bit bigger, smaller, sorry. There you go, the print shop. And then maybe you have a startup date, maybe you started a few years ago, so since 2010, let's say. It's up to you. You can have this or you can just remove it. We might just keep it for now and bring it a bit closer like this. So it's very easy, drag and drop, you know. It's a no-brainer. Now let's go back to our website. We have a red color here, which is nice, in a grayish color. So that yellow background might not fit properly or might not fit your own requirements. So just click on that zone and then you see that color here, click on that and you can change it and make it your own. So let's say you wanted something a bit more like this, or maybe a blue color, a bright blue maybe, or orange, whichever your company colors are, you know. So I'm just going to go ahead with this one for now, maybe a green one like this. Yeah, why not? Okay, so once you're happy with the finished results, maybe I'll bring this a bit on top like this. There you go. That should be fine. And then all you have to do, it's that simple. All you have to do is click download. So as you can see, if you want a transparent background, because as you can see, we have a gray background here, but there's a way to get around this. You can select this, but it is a paid option again, you know, or you can just download as is at the moment, and that's it. Happy enough with that, you know. What we're going to do basically is to match the gray background here and add it to our logo here. So we don't need a transparent background basically, because it will match our actual page. So what we can do is, I'll show you a simple trick, is to open our home page again with Elementor. And if we click on those dots and we go into style, you can see this is our secondary color, which is the background. And now we're going to get this code here, this one here, and Control C, and we're going to paste it here. So what we're going to do here is just change the background color. And for that, all we have to do is click on background here, and we're going to select this small palette, and we're going to add a new one. So new color, and we're going to paste the code we just copied from the other one. So that's it. Now we have our gray that matches this one. And all we have to do now is just download. Click download. It is downloading, and we save it with our other pictures. Okay, so back to our website now. We're going to change this now again. Upload file, select file, and where is our logo now? Here it is, the print shop. Open. Now, as you can see, this is a square looking background, so there's a lot of gap on top and the bottom. So now we want to edit that image before we can publish it. So we click on edit, and we're going to click on crop. And as you can see, we have those small dots around the edges. All we do is just drag and drop. So maybe up to here, and drag and drop maybe up to here. And if you want to make sure it's centered, there you go. Once you're happy, you click on crop again, and then you save. And once it is saved, don't forget to click update. We need to update. So there you go, just to be on the safe side. And now if we go back here, you click select. Okay, crop image. And now publish. And there you go. Just like that, you have your own personalized logo, the print shop. There you go. And you can make it a bit bigger if you want it to, you know. So click on this, make it a bit bigger. Maybe just like that would be fine. So back to our home page. There you go. But if you already have your logo, as we said, you can use your own logo with a clear background in a high resolution. You might ask your graphic designer to provide you with this, you know. So let's go ahead and keep VistaPrint for now. So if we refresh now, we're back to our VistaPrint logo. So now our footer section here, how do we go and change this? So we're going to see how we can add our social media icons here and link them to our social media accounts. And for our footer, all we have to do is go back to our WordPress dashboard, click on appearances, and as you can see, we have header, footer, and blocks. So we're going to click on this. And as you can see, this is our footer section. So we're going to edit this with Elementor. So right click, open a new tab. And it will open using Elementor. And you can see this is our WordPress, our footer, sorry. So all we have to do basically is to change, we can change our logo here again, change our name, company name, and our social media. So let's say we are called the Printworks. For instance, in here you can upload your logo as well. So if you click on this, again, it's just a matter of changing the image. So you might need to select, if we select this one, for instance, this is not going to work because obviously this font is dark on a dark background. So you might want to make sure that when you get your logo from your graphic designer, that it's provided for dark background, so with white font, for instance, you know. And from here, you go and upload your file, select file, and then you select your white version of your logo, and then open, insert media. Okay, so as you can see here, we cannot see the whole logo at the moment, and the reason is because there's an additional setting here. As you can see, the width is set to 20%, so you might want to increase that a little bit. So maybe, I don't know, up to here, maybe 45%. This is fine. And then you might add a bit of spacing underneath it. So we're going to advanced, and we're going to add a margin at the bottom. So you untick this, because otherwise all the values will be linked together, and we just want to change the bottom bit. So we're going to add an extra spacing here, just like that. Maybe 27, 28, 30 maybe, or a bit less, maybe 25 would be fine as well. And then click update. So if we go back to our home page now and refresh, as you can see, we now have a new logo on a white writing on a black dark background. This is the name of our website. So let's go and change those icons here. And all we need to do basically is click on this, and then you can see we have Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. So if you wanted to change your Instagram, all you do is click on this, and you can see here, instead of the hashtag, this is where you're going to place your social media link. So https://MrWebReviews.com. Just to give you an example, I'm just going to use my own personal website. And you can see there's a small gear here. You click on this, and you want to make sure you take open in a new window, because when people are on your website, you don't want them to leave your website. So open a new window. And then you do the same with Twitter. You put your URL here. So let me just copy and paste this into there. So Twitter, paste it here. LinkedIn the same, and Facebook the same. Update, and let's go and refresh our page now. And if I was to click on this, as you can see, it will open up a new page with my website, Mr. Web Review, because that's the URL that we used, obviously, you know. Now if you were to use your actual social media icons links, this will work the same way. Now let's say you don't have Twitter, so what you can do is just simply delete it, remove it. So you have Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook, but maybe you also have YouTube. You have a YouTube channel. So what can you do? Well, all you can do is simply duplicate one of these by clicking this icon here, go on it, click on this, and now you can go and select a new icon. So if you type in YouTube, you can select your icon now, insert, and as you can see, we have a YouTube icon. So this is basically it. Now you have Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. And in this section here, this is where you put a summary basically of what you do. So you want to make it very clear and simple what you have to offer. You know, if someone was to go on your website and using a mobile phone, for instance, they would scroll down immediately. This is where they'll find information. You might want to keep it very simple, you know, maybe just put for all your printing requirements, and then in here you could put providing quality printing essentials for your business, and then free delivery on orders over 50 maybe, and then maybe your location, you know, providing essentials for your business, and maybe in the UK nationwide. Let's say something like this, so that when someone lands on your website and they're wondering what is it that they do, they don't scroll down, they're going to see, oh, for all your printing requirements, providing printing essentials for all your business in the UK nationwide, and free delivery over 50. Maybe if it's in the UK, well, let's put pounds, maybe in pounds. There you go. So that's that. And then we have our quick links here. So these are links to different pages on the website. So if we click on this now, as you can see, we have Know More About Us, Visit Store, and Let's Connect. So at the moment, what do we have? We know we have our essentials here, which is our letterheads. And as you can see, we have home, letterheads, complement slips. So if we click on letterheads now here, this is our letterheads section on its own. So what you want to do maybe is to copy and paste this, copy. And then if you go here, you might want to change this instead of quick links, you might put bestsellers, for instance. And then we're going to change this here at the bottom. So know more about us. You might have stationery essentials. And then our link, instead of the hashtag here, we're going to paste the link that we just copied from this address. There you go. Update. And we might do the same again with our flyers. So if we go back to the home page now. So I'm going to click on one of them here, maybe the A5 flyers, and you can see it's part of the section flyer. So if I just right click on this, copy link address, that's the same as going to it, you know. So we're going to click on this and we're going to put flyers and then next. And then you could do the same here with something else, maybe posters, you know, and put the link here. And then if you click update, now if we refresh our page, and you scroll down to the bottom, as you can see, we now have stationery essentials, flyers, and posters. So if I click on this, this will bring us immediately to our letterheads section. If I click on flyers, this is bringing us straight to the flyers section. So this is basically how you create shortcuts and short links in your footer. Now let's go and change this here at the bottom. So let's put your name here instead. And then you just click on this. And then you can see here there's a shortcode that said HFE site title. So this is going to fetch the name that's on your WordPress installation. Now you might want to change this and just type in your own name, you know. So the Printworks, comma, and then the location, London, United Kingdom, for instance. So that's it. I might put London in like this. There you go. And then update. So what is this going to achieve? So if we refresh now, as you can see, if someone was to scroll down the page, they would find your details straight here, the Printworks on the United Kingdom. So very, very easy to work out. So this is the links to your different sections. Here you might want to put your phone number, address, and all that immediately here. So we're going to remove this and change this around to fit a different purpose. So how do we do that? Back to our settings here. And then you're going to put this, you can write contact us. There you go. The header is fine. We're just going to remove this. So how do you do it? So what we're going to do is add a text section. So this is it. So we're just going to click on this, drag and drop. And you're going to drop this just underneath your contact us heading. There you go. And now you can delete this one. So now we're going to select this and we're going to type here phone number, PH, and then the phone number, maybe 0123456778, and then the address 7175 Shelton Street, London, the postcode WC2H9JQ. And maybe you want to insert your email address, hello@mrwebreviews.com. So everyone will have your details and you're easy to contact. Now, as you can see, our color is a bit faded. So we're going to style and then text color. And here you're going to select the white so it will stand out perfectly. And then click update. And if we refresh now, as you can see, we have our contact details right here now. So if someone wanted to ring you, they can find your phone number very easily, your address, and even your email address. So there you go. That's just for the footer. So now let's take care of our menu section now. And for that, we're going to go back to our WordPress dashboard. And from here, we're going to click on Appearance and then Menus. And as you can see, we have Home, All Products, About, Contact, and Accounts. So this is basically what we have here. So if you wanted to add maybe subsections to all the products, because at the moment customers land here, they have no other options but to see all the products. Maybe you want to break this down in different sections. So they might select between flyers, stationery, and so on and so on. So let's go and do this. So we're going to add a different section now. So as you can see, we have categories here, but these are not the product categories. So if you want to add the product categories, you need to click on Screen Options here and then tick Product Categories. So this one here, and then you can close this. And as you can see, we have our product categories now. So as you can see, we have t-shirts, mugs, flyers, letterheads, stationery essentials, and business cards. So let me add these few here, add to menu. And you can see they've been added at the bottom here. So what we need to do now is just drag and drop, and we're going to drag them and position them underneath the All Products tab. As you can see, not the same, not towards the edge here, but just one notch farther up. So like this. And then the same with this one. There you go. Stationery Essentials. Maybe put it here. And then we have our business cards. So these have to be lined up, obviously. So this is the main category and these are subcategories. Now if we save this now and we go back to our website, as you can see, we have a small arrow pointing down, and now we can select among different sections, different categories basically. So if you wanted, we are in the flyer section now. So if I click on all products, then I can see all the products available. Now if I just wanted to see flyers, I click on flyers, and now that's all I'm presented with. The only options I have here are flyers. So it's very easy for your customers to browse through your different products this way, of course. So now we have the About Us page and Contact page. So let's make some changes to the About Us page. So the About Us page, it's obviously a very important page as well, you know, where you want to emphasize all the main features and maybe all the benefits that you can bring to your customers. So for this, what do we do? So we can close our footer now, go back here. So we're going to Pages, All Pages, and we're going to open our About Us page, which is this one here. So right click, open in a new tab. So as you can see, we have the About Us, and these could be your main benefits, main features, a bit of history about yourself. So this would be maybe if you might put something like established in 2010. That's what we said, I think, you know. And then you can put a bit of history here, you know, maybe the name of your CEO, maybe the director of the company, a bit of background story about how you came to start this business and something like that, because people like relatable things, you know. So if you can see that it's a team of 3 people who started up the business and all that, they do like that, you know. And in here you could have your main benefits, or maybe a quick delivery, artwork design, in-house printing, and maybe own vans on the road, you know, for deliveries. You might want to emphasize all these things. So as you can see here, they all have small icons. Again, you can change these by just clicking on that and select another icon that might be more related to what you're talking about. So let's say if it was for delivery, you could have, no, maybe van. Yeah, van. You could have a van like this, for instance, or maybe a truck. There you go. You could have this, for instance, if you were to select truck here, insert, and then your title. How do you change your title? You might put, for instance, quick delivery. There you go. and then you can change the text here to match the title, obviously, you know. So this is how you change this section here. And then we have a call to action here. So what do you want your customers to do from here when they are on the About Us section? So you might refer them to maybe the contact page. Maybe you want to inquire for pricing, for a request a quote maybe. So maybe you could have this. So request need custom requirements, question mark. And then we can change our button here. And this would be called request a quote. There you go. And then update. So obviously you would want to link this to actually an actual page, a physical page with maybe a contact form, maybe an inquiry form, request a quote form. So I'm going to show you how to create this now. So for that we go back to our WordPress dashboard, and we go into WP form and then add new. So there you go. So what's the title? As we said, is request a quote. There you go. And we're going to start maybe with a simple form. Create a simple form. So as you can see, you have name, last name, email address, and message. So this is fine, you know, this, I don't see what else you'd want to ask. If someone can fill this out, you'll get the inquiry. So we can save, we're fine with this. And we need to change our settings. So as you can see, we've request a quote. You might want to put some description here, but what we want to make sure is that the email will reach you. So notifications here is the admin email. So you can keep it like this if you want to use the same admin email as the admin registered on your WordPress installation, or you can change it to something else. So let's say hello@mrwebreviews.com, and now I'm going to save this. Okay, so now we can close. Our form is completed. So close this. And as you can see, we have a short code. So what you want to do now is to copy this. So Control-C. And now we're going to create a new page. So add new page. Okay, close this. So put a title here. Request a quote. And we're going to create this page using Elementor. Okay, and then from here, you just, in the search box, you look for short code, and then drag and drop right here. And now we're going to paste the short code from our form here, just like that, and then apply. So as you can see, it's not displaying nicely. So what we're going to do is to add a bit of a gap on top. So if you go into advanced, and we're going to add some margins. So on top, we're going to add 120. That's fine. So this is our form now and our page designed. So if we go back to our main WordPress dashboard, so exit to dashboard, leave again. There you go. So where is our page now? Request a quote. This is the one. So if we right click on view, open in a new tab, this is the actual page. So what you can do now is just copy and paste the URL here. So select this, Control-C, and we go back to our page, and we're going to insert this page here. There you go. So update. And if we go actually on our actual website, the About Us page, if we click on request a quote, we'll go straight to that page now. So as you can see, you put your name, last name, email address, and send a message. So let's go ahead and fill this out. So I'm just going to put my details here. David Garay, hello@mrwebreviews.com, and this is a request for a custom quote. Thanks. And then submit. As you can see now, we have thanks for contacting us. We will be in touch with you shortly. So this is our confirmation message. So let me show you what it looks like. Actually, I'm going to go to my mailbox now and show you the email I received. So as you can see, we received this message here. So it's entitled New Entry, Request a Quote. It was sent to hello@MrWebReviews. And as you can see, it's from David Garre, hello@MrWebReviews.com. And this is a request for a quote. Thanks. So this is how you will receive a special request from your website. So let's carry on and take care of the rest of that page. So we scroll down. Now we can see meet our creative team. So for this, we go back to our Elementor page here. And again, it's just a matter of clicking on the image and then click on that, and you can upload your own picture, you know, to represent your staffs. Now, let's say if you had more than 3 people here, you wanted to display maybe 6 or 9 people, you know, all you can do is just right click on this and then duplicate. And as you can see, just like that, we now have 6 sections. So let's say if you wanted to display only 5 persons, you can delete one of them by just deleting either the content, so delete, or you can delete the column altogether. And then these 2 will be centered, as you can see, which is maybe evenly distributed, which is probably better. So you can have it this way. And then you can just go and select a picture, change your picture, select the other person's picture. Let's say I'm going to take, I don't know, let's say this one here, insert, and this one the same. You wanted to add someone else, and there you go. So this is how you can add different team members on your About Us page. So I'm just going to keep it as it was with 3. So I'm just going to remove this now. And then in here, we're very handy FAQ section, so frequently asked questions. So if we click on this, you can see we have the question here, and that's the answer. So basically, if someone was to click on this, it will open up 1 tab at a time, which is a nice space saver, and will offer different options to your customers. You can answer different questions, basically, you know. So for instance here, do you provide artwork design? Question mark. And then in here you can put yes, we do. On each product page, you can select if you need artwork or not. We charge 20 euros, $20, 20 pounds per item, for instance, you know, something like this. Are your payments safe and secure? Yes, we use PayPal and Stripe. And do you offer coupon discounts and coupon codes? Yes, we do. You can use coupon 20 and so on. And here you can put your main categories as well, you know. So very simple. Next, we have a few icon section here. So you might want to emphasize where do you ship, maybe what sort of quality you offer, if you have special coupons codes, and maybe SSL certificate and all that. So as you can see, again, these are pictures and icons that you can select from here, but you can change them and create your own, obviously, and upload your own pictures. It's really up to you now. So after you've done all this, you just click update. And if you go back to our page and refresh, this is basically your new About Us page. So this is how you make changes to this. And finally, we have our contact page. As you can see, we're going to change our locations, phone number, and email address. And we're going to link a new contact form here as well. So let's do that. And for this, we're going to back to our WordPress dashboard. So we can close this one now, close this one as well, and back to our pages. And we're looking for the contact page, which is this one. And again, we right click and open in a new tab. So to change your contact details here, it's very simple. Just click on this. And as you can see, next to this icon here, we have the address, and then you can go and change this. So 7175 Shelton Street, Covent Garden, London, WC2H 9JQ. So this is our address. And then you click on this to close it, click on that to open it, and the email address. hello at mrwebreviews.com. And then you're going to change your phone number here. So 0123456778, for instance. And once you're happy with that, you click update. Say hello. You can leave that. It's nice and friendly. I like it. And you might want to put something else here, maybe your company name, you know, something. And this is our contact form. So as you can see, ask your queries or ask us anything. And then this one is the form. So again, click on this. And as you can see, it's a WP Forms ID 11. So back to our WordPress dashboard, if you go into the forms and see all forms. So we have a request a quote. That's the one we created just before. And we have the contact form. And as you can see, the ID is WP Form ID 11. So we're going to click on this. So the form in itself is absolutely fine. Your email subject and message, this is fine. So you just want to make sure that this message will be sent to the right email address. So again, we go to settings and then confirmation, notification, sorry. And as you can see here, if you already have the admin email set up on your WordPress installation, it's fine. You can leave it as is. If you want a different one, again, you can just type in your email address. So hello at mrwebreviews.com and then save. So if we go back to our contact page and refresh, again, I'm going to type in here john.doe@gmail.com, test from contact page. Hello, did you receive this? And then send. There you go. So ask your query. Thanks for contacting us. We will be in touch with you shortly. Now, if you wanted to change this message here, we go back to our contact form. You have the confirmation here. And this is the message you saw here. This is the very message. So thanks for contacting us. We'll be in touch with you shortly. You can change this and customize it to make it your own again. But at the moment, this is what the customers will see. So back to our emails now. Let me show you what email I received. And again, here is the email we received. As you can see, it's received by john.doe@gmail.com. Test from a contact page. Hello, did you receive this? We did indeed. And as you can see, reply to john.doe@gmail.com. So if you reply to this, that person will receive your email immediately. And then finally, we go check out here now. So as you can see, we don't have any payment method yet in place. So what we're going to do now is just to configure our Woocommerce plugin, just to make sure all the settings are up and running properly. So let's go ahead and do this. So for that, we go back to our dashboard again. So we can close this now. And we're going to Woocommerce and we're going to settings. So these are all the settings related to our Woocommerce installation. So these are your business details, basically. We're going to take off the taxes and payment methods as well. So we start with your store address. So every time someone is going to receive a confirmation email, your store address will be in it. So this is the actual address of your business, where it's registered and so on. So I'm going to just put here our own address here, London, UK, so WC2H9JQ. So in here, you have to select the general options. So selling location. So where do you sell? So if you sell printing, do you sell nationwide? Do you sell to surrounding countries? Do you sell worldwide maybe? Depending on your circumstances, you'll have to select, obviously, you know. So select to all countries, so that's worldwide. Select to all countries except for a few countries, or just select a few countries. So for instance, in here, I could select United Kingdoms. Okay, so UK, let me find this here. So United Kingdom, and then maybe we have Ireland. And maybe we are selling to France, Belgium, and let's say Germany. There you go. So this is the countries where we're going to sell. So shipping locations, ship to all countries you sell to. So this would be the logical option to select. If you're selling to these countries, you're shipping to them, or you ship to all countries, ship to specific countries only, or disable shipping and shipping calculation. So just leave this by default, because normally if you're selling to those countries, you'll have to ship the goods as well. So default customer location, shop-based address, no locations by default, geolocate, or geolocate with page caching support. So this one here, basically you can use geolocate, which is probably the easiest. So geolocate, basically they will fetch your visitor's IP address and use that to geolocate and know where they are based worldwide, basically, you know. So if they are based in Germany, this will come up and they'll be able to go to checkout. If they're outside this area, they won't be able to check out. Or you want them to shop-based address, in which case this is where they're going to enter their own details themselves. So it could be that someone is buying something for a company based in France, but they're not actually located in France, in which case it'd be safer to keep this option as is. So if you are registered for taxes now, if you're registered for VAT or GST, depending where you're in the world, you'll tick this now, enable tax rate and calculation. So I'm going to show you how to set up your tax rates afterwards. So do you want to enable the use of coupon code? Yes, tick this. And then what's your currency? Is it pounds? Is it euros? Is it dollars? So you select your currency here, and how do you want your currency to be displayed? So the thousand separator, is it a dot or a comma? And the decimal, is it a dot or a comma? Depending again where you live, you might want to customize that to make it your own. And then you save those changes. So next we go into products, and as you can see, you have general here. So everything in here, I would advise you just leave it as is. It's fine. Just make sure that this page here, the shop page, is selected. So this is the shop page, because when you click on the all products here, this is basically your shop page, as you can see. So just leave as is and make sure this one is selected. And then we go and set up our taxes now. So on your website, will you enter your prices inclusive of tax or exclusive of tax? So if you are selling to the public, it's usually inclusive of tax. Now if you're selling B2B, so business to business, it'll most likely be exclusive of tax, and then the VAT is added at checkout. So in the case of usually printing is usually B2B, so I would leave it as is. So how are the tax calculated? Are they based on your shipping address, based on the billing address, or the shop-based address? So this normally should be on the shipping address, because if you're shipping outside your country, you'll have to apply different VAT rates, obviously. So this is an option you should probably leave as is. And then we have shipping tax class. So when you ship your items, do you want to charge VAT on that or not? Some, depending again where you live in the world, some countries by default you have to charge VAT on top of your shipping rate. In some countries you don't. So depending again where you live, you might select 0 rate, reduced rate, or standard. So I'm just going to select standard for now. And then how are you going to display your prices in the shop? So basically, if someone click on the products, those prices here, £15 and 15 and 45 and 130, is that ex VAT or including VAT? Well, usually in the printing industry, it's usually B2B, so it would be excluding tax. But again, depending on your own requirements, you might want to select including tax. And display prices during cart and checkout, excluding tax again. So then you can click save here. And now we're going to set up our rates. So as you can see here underneath the tax, you have standard rates, reduced rates, and 0 rates. So standard rates, I'm going to select this. So let's say if you are based in the UK, like our example here, you would insert a new row and you insert your country code. So for the UK is UK, United Kingdom, select this. and we're going to set up the rate. So in the UK is 20%, and then you give it a name. So you could put UK 20% VAT, and then save changes. There you go. And now if you go into our shopping cart again, as you can see, the VAT has been added now. So we had 85 minus 17, UK VAT 20%. So this is the name, basically you putting here the tax name. So make it as clear as possible for your customers to know exactly what it is, so they know what they're paying for, you know. So UK 20% VAT, 13.6, total 81.6. So this is how you add your tax rate. Now, if you are shipping outside the UK or outside your country, it might be ex-VAT. You're not charging VAT, in which case you add a row. You select your country. So let's say BE for Belgium. And if I was to ship to Belgium, the rate would be 0 and then VAT exempt. There you go. So save changes. And now if someone was to purchase this, when they go to checkout, if they put the address is Belgium, then the VAT will be removed, obviously, you know. So again, depending on where you are in the world, based on your location, you might have different rules, different settings. So you might ask advice from your accountant, maybe, to make sure that you're filling this out the right way. And then we have the shipping here. So we need to add our shipping zone, as you can see. So we can create a new shipping zone. So what is this called? So shipping or delivery, maybe delivery cost. And then you select your zone. So in here you can select your countries. So again, we said we're going to ship to France, and we're going to ship to Germany, going to ship to Ireland, we're going to ship to Belgium, and obviously the UK. There you go. And you can assign a shipping method. So let's create this now. So how do you charge your customers? It's usually a flat rate. So flat rate for now. So add shipping method, and we're going to edit this and put the rate. So let's say for your delivery you charge maybe $12.50 for delivery. There you go. And maybe you offer free delivery, as we said. Remember, here in the footer we said free delivery on orders over £50. So maybe we can set this up here. How do we do this? We add a shipping method, and we're going to select free shipping this time. Add a shipping method, and we're going to edit this one, and free shipping. So what are the requirements? So you need a valid free shipping coupon. So you can bundle that up with a coupon code, a minimum order amount, which is our case here, a minimum order amount or a coupon, and a minimum order amount and a coupon. So here we're just going to select a minimum order amount, and this amount was 50. And then save changes, and that's it. So this is our shipping rates set up now. So if we go back to here and then refresh, as you can see, we over the 50 pounds. So we have the option for free shipping. Shipping option will be updated at checkout. So as you can see, normally it should be $12.50, but because we are over the 50 pounds limit, as we said, we're getting free delivery now. So that's that. And then next we have our payment option, which is probably the most important bit on an e-commerce website indeed. So as you can see, you have cash on delivery. So let's say you do your own deliveries locally and all that, you have your own vans, you might offer this. And the most common one obviously is PayPal here. So how do you set up your PayPal account? Very simple. Click on it, and all you have to do is put the email address that's linked to your PayPal account. So it could be sales@yourcompany.com. Then all you have to do basically after that is save the settings. So if you are receiving your email confirmation to the same address, just add it here as well, just in case, you know. And then save options. And that's it. So if we go back here, so now let's say you are using Stripe or Amazon Pay or Google Pay or Relax or any of those different payment methods. How can you add another method here? I'm going to show you now. So it's very simple actually. So we're going to plugins and then add new. And again, I'm going to open that in a new tab. So let me close this. And in your plugin, you're going to look in the search box here and you're going to type in. So let's say we wanted to add Stripe. So Stripe and then Woocommerce. So you put those two words together, your payment method and then Woocommerce. And as you can see, we are presented with a few options here. We have Woocommerce Stripe Payment Gateway, Stripe for Woocommerce, Woocommerce Stripe Payment. So there's quite a few here. So which one should you choose? Well, basically you can check how many installation, live installation. You can see 800 plus, but only 3 stars reviews. And this one, 30,000 plus, but 5-star review. So I would trust this one more than this one personally. So maybe you go ahead and install this one. So let's do that together now. Install. And then activate. There you go. So this is now installed and activated. So if we go back to our payment method here and refresh this page, as you can see, we have a lot more to choose from. So we have Klarna, Bank Contact, GiroPay, Multibanco, SEPA, and so on. And this is our Stripe account here. As you can see, Stripe credit card. So this is the main one. And again, you can go and configure your Stripe account very easily. Just click on it. And Stripe is slightly different from PayPal. Obviously, they use different credentials. If you go into the API settings, then you can enter your publishable keys and secret keys. Now, if you decide to go live, this is the test ones. And if you want to use your live credentials, all you have to do is open this and then click on live. And then you'll have to connect to your actual Stripe account, and this information, it will fetch the information automatically once you logged in. And once you're done, you just click save and that's it. So this is it for the payments now. This is how you select different payment method. And again, if you wanted something else, you could just look maybe for a plugin, add new. Let me search for Amazon Pay, and maybe Woocommerce. And as you can see, this is the one here, Amazon Pay, Woocommerce, Amazon Pay. So whatever you're going to type in, whichever payment provider you have, followed by Woocommerce, you'll most likely find a plugin for it. If you don't find it in here, you might have to contact your banking institution and ask them for further advice on how to install it on your Woocommerce installation. But most, 99% of the payment method and payment gateways, you'll find them from here. So back to our settings now. So we have account and privacy. So guest checkout. So do you want to allow customers to place orders without an account? Yes or no. If not, you just uncheck this, you know, just untick that. Allow customers to log in into an existing account during checkout. So I would take this one and maybe this one as well. Account creation. Allow customers to create an account during checkout. Yes or no. Allow customers to create an account on the My Account page. So My Account page is basically this one here, as you can see, My Account. So once they logged in from their account, do you want them to be able to create their account from there or not? Same again. But to be honest, I would take this one, and maybe those two, and you should be fine. And then again, save. And then we go to the next, is our emails here. So these are all the confirmation emails your customers will receive, and yourself as well. Each and every time an order comes in, you will receive an email confirmation. So the one thing you might want to change here is the from name. So you're going to put your company name here. So if it's a limited company, your company name LTD. the email address that you want to receive your emails from. And this is where you can personalize your own colors basically. So instead of having the Woocommerce purple, which is the Woocommerce colors, you might want to change this and use your own color. So you might either drag and drop your own code that you can ask your graphic designers for this, or you can go and select it here by using the different color palette here, as you can see, you know. So if I was to move this up and down, I could select a different color. So I'm just going to paste this, so because our color was red initially, and that's it basically, you know. And once you're done with this, happy days. And now with the integration, so this is if you want to use geolocation using MaxMind, but you don't need this, to be honest, just leave as is. And the advanced one as well, there's not much to do here, except you want to make sure that these pages are selected. So cart page, make sure it is matching the cart page, the checkout page, my account, and so on, you know. And once you're happy with this, so all you have to do is just change those 3 here just to be on the safe side. And then save changes, and that's it. So that's all for the WooCommerce configuration settings. So that's all done now. Okay, then now that all our settings are done and configured, let's go and place an actual order, and let me show you all the checkout process and how to handle your orders and manage your orders. So as you can see, the coupon code has been applied. We get £17 discount. We get free shipping as well because we're over the £50 limit. And then we have UK VAT 20% that's been added, so a total of £81.60. So we carry on, proceed to checkout. And from here, we'll have to fill in on details. So I'm just going to put John Doe. And let's say this person is based in Ireland. And I'm going to put a house number. So I'm going to put 15, my street. And then town, city, I'm going to put Dublin maybe. In County Dublin. I'm going to put a phone number 0123456678, and this is the email address where we're going to receive our confirmation. So if your customer has special requirements, they can put it here, and then after this basically they can select their payment method, so cash on delivery, PayPal, or credit cards. So for our tutorial here, I'm just going to use cash on delivery, so it's not going to ask for any credit card details. And we just place an order. So there you go. So this is our confirmation order. And as you can see, checkout, thank you, your order has been received. So this is the order number. This is the date the order has been placed. That's the total, and it's cash on delivery, as you can see. And this is the delivery address, billing address, and delivery address. So your customer might require a different shipping address, all the same. So now we go back to our WordPress dashboard, and we go into WooCommerce. And as you can see, we have a new order here, number 1 next to it. So click on this. Each time you'll get notified each time you have a new order coming in. And then all you have to do basically, as you can see, the status here is processing. So let's click on that. And from here, you can see the detail of that order. So you see 1,000 flyers, 3-day delivery, and they don't need anything. They have print ready file. So this is A5 flyers, 1,000, 3-day, and print ready file. So you can do now, what you can do basically is just produce this order. And when the order is ready for delivery, all you do is just change the status to completed. And then click update. And as you click update, your customers will receive a confirmation email that the goods are en route. So let me resend a new order notification here. And I'm going to show you what the email looks like. And this is the confirmation email that your customers and yourself will receive. So it's the exact same actually, you know, but the wording might be slightly different for your customers and yourself. So as you can see here, we got the Mr. Web Reviews new order 2141. And that's the order number. And then you've received the following order from John Doe. So this is your email confirmation, as you can see. And what is it? It's an A5 flyers, 1000, 3-day, and no print ready file. So no artwork required, 85 pounds, minus the discount, so total 68. So this is, if you have your phone on you and you receive notifications, you might know immediately when you get a new order because you receive an email each and every time. And as you can see here, the customer doesn't need any artwork to be designed for them because they have a print ready file. So you want to get that file to be able to produce the order, obviously. So what you can do basically is just reply to this email. So reply and make sure that this email address here, your customer's email address, if you click on this, just make sure the to is sending it to this email address as well. And then in here you could say, hi, John, thanks for the order. Could you please forward the artwork file so we can get this order printed for you. Best regards, and then your name here, and that's it. And then you send this to your customers, and when they reply, this is a free way of you getting your artwork files sent to you. And then a few finishing touches. We go into our settings now here, and we're going to click on General. So as you can see, the site title, you might want to change this to your own website name, maybe the Printworks. Your tagline for all your print requirements. Your admin email address, and then you click Save. And then one last thing is the permalinks. And as you can see, this is mrwebreviewtutorials.com, and then / the date, the year, the month, the day, and then the title. So you want to change this to something more SEO friendly like this one. So post name. So click this one, and we're going to do the same with our product permalinks and make sure they're displayed properly. So custom base, make sure it says product / and then save. And that's it. That's just done now. And then go back to your website, go through all the pages, check all the buttons, you know, make sure everything is working fine. If I click shop now and so on, is everything working okay? Make sure all is okay and working 100%. And once you confirm that everything is working fine, you go back to your maintenance. And then you're ready to go live. So then you click off and then save changes. And that's it, guys. You're live now for the world to see. So there you go, guys. This is how you can create a complete online print shop. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. I always do my utmost best to reply to everyone. So that's all for now, guys. I hope you found this helpful. If so, please consider subscribing to this channel and don't forget to hit the bell so you won't miss a single update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.